How to Win at Everything You Do, written by Justin Tracy, published by Simple Audiobooks. Introduction. Success is not a random event or a matter of luck. It is a carefully crafted outcome that stems from a winning mindset, deliberate strategies, and disciplined execution. Those who consistently achieve greatness do not rely on wishful thinking or external circumstances to dictate their results. Instead, they take full control of their lives by developing the habits, thoughts, and actions that lead to victory. Winning in any area, whether in business, relationships, personal development, health, or mental resilience, requires an intentional shift in perspective. It is about rewiring the way you think, eliminating limiting beliefs, and replacing them with an unshakable confidence that allows you to tackle any challenge with clarity and purpose. Every successful person follows a blueprint, whether they realize it or not. And this book is designed to provide you with that framework so you can replicate their success in your own life. At the core of winning is mindset, how you perceive yourself, the world, and the challenges you face. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stagnant is not intelligence, background, or natural talent, but rather the ability to think like a winner. This means developing an unbreakable belief in yourself, refusing to be discouraged by setbacks, and continuously seeking ways to improve. Winners understand that failure is not the end, but an essential part of the learning process. They view obstacles as stepping stones, not roadblocks, and they refuse to allow temporary defeats to define their long-term success. This book will help you break free from a victim mentality and adopt the mental toughness needed to thrive in any situation. In addition to mindset, success is about execution, having a clear strategy and the discipline to follow through. Many people dream of winning, but few are willing to put in the work required to achieve it. Winners are not those who simply desire success. They are those who take relentless action toward their goals, even when motivation fades and challenges arise. Discipline is the key differentiator between those who achieve and those who merely wish. This book will guide you in mastering self-discipline, eliminating distractions, and maintaining unwavering focus so that you can consistently make progress toward your aspirations. Another critical aspect of winning is adaptability, the ability to pivot and thrive in the face of uncertainty. The world is constantly changing, and those who refuse to evolve get left behind. Winners understand that setbacks, changes in circumstances, and unexpected events are inevitable, but rather than resisting change, they embrace it. They learn to shift their approach, rethink their strategies, and stay ahead of the curve. This book will teach you how to develop resilience and adaptability so that no matter what life throws at you, you remain in control of your own success. Winning is not a solitary endeavor. It is also about mastering social intelligence and building meaningful relationships. Whether in business, career, or personal life, success often depends on how well you understand and interact with people. Winners know how to create valuable connections, influence others positively, and leverage relationships to open new doors of opportunity. This book will show you how to build strong networks, communicate effectively, and develop the charisma that naturally attracts success. Furthermore, peak performance is a crucial element of winning. Your mind and body must be in top condition to function at the highest level, and winners recognize the importance of optimizing their physical and mental well-being. Success is not just about working harder, it is also about working smarter, by taking care of yourself, managing your energy levels, and ensuring that you are consistently performing at your best. This book will provide insights on enhancing your productivity, sharpening your focus, and maintaining the stamina needed for long-term success. Winning in business and career requires a unique set of strategies. Whether you are an entrepreneur, employee, or leader, standing out and getting ahead in your field demands a calculated approach. Winners understand how to identify opportunities, differentiate themselves, and execute with precision. They are proactive in their pursuit of success, always looking for ways to innovate and stay ahead of the competition. This book will equip you with the tools and mindset needed to excel professionally and achieve financial success. At the heart of lasting success is consistency and patience. Many people fail to win not because they lack ability or intelligence, but because they give up too soon. Winners understand that great achievements take time, and they remain committed even when progress seems slow. They are willing to put in the effort day after day, trusting that their persistence will eventually pay off. This book will help you develop the resilience to stay the course, trust the process, and remain steadfast in the pursuit of your goals. Ultimately, winning is a combination of mindset, strategy, execution, and resilience. It is not reserved for the lucky few. It is available to anyone willing to adopt the right habits, beliefs, and actions. The principles outlined in this book will serve as your roadmap to achieving extraordinary success, no matter where you currently stand in life. When you learn to think like a winner, act like a winner, and execute like a winner, you will begin to experience victories in every aspect of your life. Winning is not a one-time event, it is a way of life, and this book will show you exactly how to embody it. Now is the time to take charge of your destiny and create the success you truly deserve. Chapter 1: The Winner's Mindset. The foundation of all success begins in the mind, and the way a person thinks determines the trajectory of their life. Winners do not simply stumble upon success by chance. They cultivate a mindset that enables them to overcome obstacles, push beyond their limits, and stay relentlessly focused on their goals. This mindset is built on unshakable confidence, resilience, and an unwavering belief in their ability to achieve greatness, no matter the challenges they face. Unlike the average person, who may allow fear, self-doubt, or external circumstances to dictate their actions, winners take full control of their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. They understand that success is not about luck, but about making deliberate choices every single day that bring them closer to their objectives. They do not wait for the perfect opportunity. They create opportunities through persistence, adaptability, and sheer determination. Their thoughts are aligned with success, meaning they do not dwell on what could go wrong, but instead focus on solutions, possibilities, and strategies for moving forward. Winners train their minds to operate at a higher level, programming themselves to see setbacks as learning experiences rather than reasons to give up. They know that every failure contains valuable lessons, and that perseverance in the face of adversity is what separates champions from the rest. A winning mindset is not something people are born with. It is developed over time through intentional effort, self-discipline, and a commitment to personal growth. Winners do not allow negative self-talk to infiltrate their thoughts. Instead, they counter it with empowering beliefs that reinforce their self-worth and capabilities. They master the art of self-discipline, understanding that success does not come from sporadic bursts of motivation, but from consistent daily action. While the average person may give in to temporary discomfort, distractions, or the temptation to quit when things become difficult, winners push forward, knowing that growth lies beyond their comfort zones. They embrace struggle as a necessary component of success, using challenges to strengthen their resilience and sharpen their problem-solving abilities. Instead of fearing failure, they welcome it as part of the journey, recognizing that each setback brings them closer to mastery. They train themselves to be mentally tough, refusing to let discouragement or temporary defeats derail their long-term vision. Winners hold themselves accountable, never blaming others or external circumstances for their shortcomings. They take full ownership of their actions, knowing that the only person responsible for their success or failure is themselves. One of the defining characteristics of winners is their ability to think long-term. They do not seek instant gratification or chase short-lived pleasures at the expense of their future success. Instead, they practice patience and delayed gratification, understanding that true success is built through years of hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance. They are not easily swayed by emotions. They operate based on principles and discipline. Whether they feel motivated or not, they take action because they understand that consistency is more important than fleeting inspiration. They build daily habits that align with their goals, structuring their lives in a way that minimizes distractions and maximizes productivity. Winners have a strong sense of purpose that drives them forward, keeping them focused even when external circumstances are challenging. They wake up each day with clear intentions, setting specific, measurable goals that keep them on track. Their mindset is laser-focused on progress, constantly seeking ways to improve, refine, and optimize their performance. They break down large goals into smaller, actionable steps, ensuring that they make steady progress instead of being overwhelmed by the enormity of their ambitions. Surrounding themselves with the right influences is another crucial aspect of the winner's mindset. Winners are intentional about the people they associate with, choosing to spend time with those who uplift, inspire, and challenge them to be better. They seek out mentors, successful role models, and like-minded individuals who share their drive for success. They avoid negativity, toxic relationships, and environments that drain their energy or limit their potential. Winners immerse themselves in knowledge, constantly reading books, attending seminars, and consuming content that expands their understanding and sharpens their skills. They recognize that learning never stops, and that personal growth is a lifelong journey. They are humble enough to acknowledge that they do not know everything, yet confident enough to take decisive action based on what they have learned. Their mindset is one of continuous improvement, always looking for ways to become more efficient, more knowledgeable, and more effective in their pursuits. Winners do not conform to societal norms or allow past experiences to dictate their future. They refuse to let failures, setbacks, or external opinions define them. Instead, they take control of their narrative, rewriting their story in a way that aligns with their highest aspirations. They set high standards for themselves, never settling for mediocrity or complacency. They push beyond their perceived limitations, challenging themselves to think bigger, aim higher, and do more than they previously thought possible. They are not satisfied with just being good enough. They strive for excellence in everything they do. Winners understand that success is not a one-time achievement, but a way of life, a daily commitment to growth, discipline, and persistence. They operate with a strong sense of certainty, knowing that they will succeed not because of luck, but because they refuse to accept anything less than the best from themselves. Another key trait of winners is their ability to remain solution-oriented. While others may dwell on problems, make excuses, or become paralyzed by uncertainty, winners focus on finding answers and taking action. They train their minds to see obstacles as opportunities, constantly asking themselves, "How can I make this work?" rather than "Why is this happening to me?" They do not waste time complaining about circumstances beyond their control. Instead, they channel their energy into what they can influence. They develop mental agility, allowing them to adapt quickly to changing situations and turn challenges into advantages. Winners are not easily discouraged. They possess an unbreakable inner drive that keeps them going even when the odds are against them. Fear does not control winners. They acknowledge fear but refuse to let it dictate their actions. They understand that fear is a natural response to the unknown, but instead of avoiding it, they confront it head-on. They train themselves to take action despite fear, knowing that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to move forward in spite of it. They stretch themselves beyond their comfort zones, constantly seeking new challenges that force them to grow. They refuse to let self-doubt cripple them, instead using it as fuel to prove themselves wrong. They embrace discomfort as a necessary part of growth, understanding that anything worth achieving requires effort, sacrifice, and perseverance. A winner's mindset is uncheckable, immune to negativity, setbacks, and distractions. Winners wake up every day with a clear sense of purpose, knowing exactly what they need to do to get closer to their goals. They do not waste time on unproductive activities or allow themselves to be derailed by temporary failures. They are disciplined in their thoughts, emotions, and actions, always keeping their eyes on the bigger picture. They remain optimistic, believing in their ability to shape their own destiny regardless of external circumstances. Their mindset is built on unyielding determination, self-belief, and an insatiable hunger for success. They take massive action, refusing to wait for opportunities to come to them. Instead, they create their own opportunities. Ultimately, the winner's mindset is a carefully cultivated way of thinking that sets successful individuals apart from the rest. It is not something inherited or granted by fate, but something that is built through consistent effort, self-discipline, and a refusal to settle for anything less than excellence. Winners do not allow themselves to be victims of circumstance. They take full responsibility for their lives and actively work toward their goals every single day. They understand that success is not an event, but a process, a continuous journey of learning, growing, and pushing beyond perceived limitations. Their mindset is their most powerful asset, fueling their actions, shaping their reality, and ultimately leading them to victory in every area of life. Chapter 2. Building Unstoppable Confidence. Confidence is the foundation of success, shaping how a person moves through the world, how they respond to challenges, and how others perceive them. It is the invisible force that separates those who take bold action from those who hesitate, overthink, or remain stuck in cycles of self-doubt. Confidence is not an innate trait, but something that must be built, reinforced, and actively maintained through daily habits, intentional effort, and continuous self-improvement. It begins in the mind with the way a person speaks to themselves, the beliefs they hold about their capabilities, and the standards they set for their own growth. The most confident individuals understand that their self-image dictates their external reality, so they actively work to develop a mindset that supports their success. They do not wait for permission to believe in themselves. They make the decision to trust in their abilities and take action even when they feel uncertain. Confidence is not about eliminating fear, but about moving forward despite it, proving to oneself over and over again that they can handle anything that comes their way. This is why confidence is built through action. Each time a person steps outside their comfort zone, they accumulate evidence that reinforces their belief in their ability to succeed. The more they challenge themselves, the stronger their confidence becomes as they repeatedly prove to themselves that they are capable. Those who lack confidence, on the other hand, remain stuck in cycles of hesitation and self-doubt, allowing fear of failure, rejection, or judgment to control them. Winners refuse to let external circumstances dictate their self-worth. They cultivate an internal sense of certainty that remains unshaken by setbacks or criticism. They understand that confidence is developed through competence by mastering skills, expanding knowledge, and repeatedly putting themselves in situations that demand growth. They seek out challenges rather than avoiding them, knowing that discomfort is the gateway to self-mastery. The more they expose themselves to difficult situations, the more they normalize those experiences, making what once seemed impossible feel natural and effortless. Confidence is also reinforced through self-talk. The way winners speak to themselves is vastly different from those who struggle with insecurity. They do not entertain negative thoughts or self-limiting beliefs. Instead, they replace them with empowering affirmations that reinforce their strengths and capabilities. They understand that the mind believes what it is told repeatedly, so they make it a habit to speak to themselves with encouragement and certainty. Winners do not seek external validation. They build unshakable self-worth that is independent of other people's opinions. They do not need applause, approval, or reassurance to feel confident, because they trust in their own abilities, regardless of whether others recognize them. This makes them immune to criticism, rejection, and failure because their sense of self is not fragile or dependent on outside forces. Confidence is also expressed through body language. Winners carry themselves with certainty, standing tall, making strong eye contact, and speaking with conviction. They understand that how they physically present themselves affects not only how others perceive them, but also how they feel internally. By adopting powerful body language, they reinforce their own belief in their strength, which further solidifies their confidence. They do not shrink in the face of adversity. They step forward with courage, knowing that confidence is a decision, not a feeling. They train themselves to take action even when they do not feel fully prepared, because they know that waiting for the perfect moment is an illusion. They embrace failure as part of the process, refusing to let temporary defeats diminish their belief in themselves. Instead of allowing setbacks to shake their confidence, they extract lessons from every experience and use them to improve. Winners are not afraid to fail because they understand that true confidence is built by facing and overcoming obstacles, not by avoiding them. They condition their minds to focus on possibilities rather than limitations, always asking, "How can I make this work?" instead of, "What if I fail?" This relentless focus on solutions and progress fuels their confidence, keeping them moving forward even when circumstances are uncertain. They visualize success before it happens, mentally rehearsing their victories and seeing themselves succeed before they step into real-world challenges. This mental preparation strengthens their belief in their abilities, making confidence feel natural rather than forced. Winners surround themselves with people who uplift, inspire, and challenge them to grow, knowing that their environment plays a crucial role in shaping their mindset. They intentionally distance themselves from negativity, doubt, and people who drain their energy because they refuse to allow external influences to weaken their confidence. They seek out mentors, read books, and immerse themselves in knowledge that reinforces their belief in what is possible. They take pride in their progress, celebrating small wins as proof of their growth, and using each achievement as fuel to keep going. They set high standards for themselves and refuse to accept mediocrity, knowing that confidence is built through discipline, commitment, and a willingness to do what others will not. Winners do not let their past define them. They rewrite their story with intention, refusing to be limited by previous failures or outdated beliefs. They take full ownership of their confidence, recognizing that it is their responsibility to build and maintain it through daily choices and actions. Confidence is a muscle that must be exercised consistently. Those who neglect it will find themselves struggling with doubt, while those who actively cultivate it become unstoppable. It is a way of life, a mindset that dictates every decision, every action, and every outcome. The most confident individuals radiate an energy that commands respect, attracts opportunities, and allows them to dominate in any area of life. They walk into every room they belong, approach every challenge knowing they will figure it out, and face every obstacle with the certainty that nothing can break them. Confidence is not about being perfect or fearless. It is about trusting oneself completely, embracing challenges with certainty, and proving, through relentless action, that success is inevitable. Chapter 3. Mastering Discipline and Focus. Discipline and focus are the driving forces behind every great achievement, separating those who succeed from those who fall short. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, regardless of how one feels, while focus is the skill of directing one's mental and physical energy toward a single objective without distraction. Those who master both become unstoppable because they develop the ability to take consistent action toward their goals, even when motivation fades or obstacles arise. They understand that success is not about short bursts of effort, but about sustained, disciplined action repeated over time. They do not wait until they feel inspired. They act daily, knowing that discipline creates results, not fleeting emotions. Winners structure their lives in a way that minimizes distractions and maximizes productivity, designing their environment to support their ambitions rather than hinder them. They eliminate unnecessary temptations, block out distractions, and develop routines that condition their minds and bodies for peak performance. They are not slaves to impulses, instant gratification, or laziness. They take full control of their actions, refusing to let external circumstances dictate their progress. While others waste time, procrastinate, or make excuses, disciplined individuals stay committed, following through on their goals, regardless of how difficult or inconvenient it may be. They understand that every decision they make either strengthens or weakens their discipline, so they constantly choose the path that reinforces their commitment to success. They do not rely on willpower alone. They create habits that make discipline automatic, turning difficult tasks into effortless routines. They wake up at the same time, follow strict schedules, and prioritize their most important work, ensuring that distractions do not derail their progress. Winners do not allow their minds to wander aimlessly. They train themselves to focus intensely on one task at a time, shutting out irrelevant thoughts, social media, and trivial distractions that do not contribute to their success. They understand that deep focus is rare in a world filled with constant noise and information overload, so they intentionally cultivate their ability to concentrate for extended periods. They break down their goals into smaller tasks, focusing on executing each step with precision, rather than them being overwhelmed by the bigger picture. They practice delayed gratification, resisting the urge to seek immediate rewards in favor of long-term success, knowing that discipline is the key to mastering anything in life. They hold themselves accountable, tracking their progress, setting deadlines, and maintaining high personal standards to ensure they stay on course. Winners do not allow external pressures, fatigue, or fleeting emotions to dictate their behavior. They push forward, maintaining their focus even when others would give up. They embrace the discomfort of discipline, knowing that it is the price of greatness, and they take pride in their ability to control their thoughts, emotions, and actions with precision. They do not allow setbacks to weaken their resolve. Instead, they use failures as fuel to sharpen their focus and reinforce their discipline. They understand that every distraction, excuse, or moment of weakness delays their success, so they make conscious choices that align with their goals, refusing to indulge in anything that pulls them away from their mission. Winners operate with a relentless sense of urgency, knowing that every second wasted is an opportunity lost. They do not allow their energy to be scattered across meaningless activities. They channel it into actions that bring them closer to their vision. They embrace the grind, finding satisfaction in discipline itself, rather than seeking external rewards for their efforts. They know that true freedom comes from discipline, because those who cannot control their impulses are controlled by them. They do not live at the mercy of distractions, bad habits, or procrastination. They take full command of their time and mental energy, making every action intentional. They stay patient, trusting that the compound effect of disciplined effort will lead to exponential success, knowing that mastery is achieved through repetition and unwavering focus. Those who fail to master discipline and focus remain stuck in mediocrity, constantly starting over, making excuses, and wondering why success eludes them. Winners, on the other hand, build an unbreakable mindset that keeps them locked in on their goals, executing with precision, and refusing to stop until they achieve the results they desire. They do not negotiate with themselves. They do what must be done, regardless of how they feel, because they understand that the moment they allow excuses, they lose control of their own destiny. They develop the ability to control their thoughts and emotions, ensuring that their focus remains sharp, their actions remain aligned, and their discipline remains unshaken. They recognize that discipline is a lifelong commitment, not a temporary strategy, and they dedicate themselves to constant improvement, refining their habits, sharpening their concentration, and eliminating anything that does not serve their purpose. They build an internal fortress of mental strength, making it impossible for distractions, failures, or temptations to break them. Winners master discipline and focus, not because it is easy, but because they know that without it, success is impossible. Chapter 4: Overcoming Fear and Failure. Fear and failure are the greatest barriers to success, trapping people in cycles of hesitation, self-doubt, and missed opportunities. Those who achieve greatness understand that fear is an illusion and emotion triggered by uncertainty, past conditioning, and limiting beliefs, but it has no real power unless it is allowed to control actions. Fear thrives in inaction, growing stronger when avoidance becomes a habit, but it weakens and eventually disappears when faced head-on. Winners refuse to let fear dictate their decisions. They confront it, challenge it, and act despite it, understanding that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to move forward regardless of its presence. They know that everything they desire is on the other side of fear, and the only way to grow stronger is to consistently push beyond perceived limitations. Every time they step outside their comfort zones, they prove to themselves that fear is nothing more than a mental construct, and this repeated exposure builds resilience, confidence, and unshakable mental strength. Failure, on the other hand, is not something to be feared, but embraced as an essential part of the learning process. Winners do not see failure as a reflection of their worth, but as a stepping stone toward mastery. They study their failures, extracting valuable lessons, making adjustments, and coming back stronger with each attempt. They know that every failure brings them one step closer to success, because it provides direct feedback on what needs improvement. They do not dwell on past mistakes or allow them to create self-doubt. Instead, they reframe failure as growth, understanding that the only real failure is giving up. Those who fear failure often avoid taking risks, staying trapped in mediocrity because they are unwilling to endure the discomfort of setbacks. Winners, however, have a completely different perspective. They welcome challenges, knowing that struggle and adversity refine their skills and sharpen their ability to adapt. They understand that success is built on a foundation of countless failures, and those who achieve the most in life are the ones who have failed the most, simply because they took more action than anyone else. They do not allow the fear of judgment, criticism, or rejection to hold them back, because they are too focused on their goals to care about the opinions of others. They train their minds to be fearless, conditioning themselves to take bold action even when the outcome is uncertain. They understand that the only way to build unshakable confidence is to repeatedly prove to themselves that they can handle any challenge life throws at them. They do not see fear as a sign to retreat. They see it as a signal that they are growing, evolving, and stepping into their true potential. They refuse to let temporary setbacks define them, knowing that persistence is the key to long-term success. When others quit after encountering failure, winners push forward with even more determination, using adversity as fuel to propel them closer to their goals. They understand that resilience is a choice, and by making the decision to keep going no matter what, they eliminate fear's hold over them entirely. They do not waste time worrying about worst-case scenarios or what could go wrong. They focus on taking action, solving problems, and continuously improving. They know that the more they take risks and embrace failure, the stronger they become, and eventually, fear loses all power over them. They refuse to let past experiences create mental limitations, instead choosing to rewrite their narrative and define their own destiny. They do not wait for the perfect moment or ideal circumstances, because they know those do not exist. They act now, adjusting as they go. They understand that inaction is the real enemy, and every moment spent hesitating is a moment wasted. They build an identity around fearlessness, training themselves to attack challenges with a relentless mindset, never backing down in the face of adversity. They commit to their vision so fully that fear has no place in their lives, and they develop the ability to remain calm, composed, and focused even under pressure. They become immune to self-doubt, because they have conditioned themselves to see obstacles as temporary rather than permanent. They do not allow negative experiences to shake their confidence, because they have trained their minds to see every setback as a setup for a greater comeback. They understand that most fears are exaggerated projections of the mind, and that by confronting them repeatedly, they shrink and eventually disappear entirely. They refuse to live in regret, knowing that the pain of never trying is far worse than the pain of failure. They take responsibility for their own growth, ensuring that fear never has the chance to take control. They make fear their ally, using it as motivation to take action, rather than a reason to hesitate. Winners break free from the mental chains that hold others back, stepping into every challenge with certainty, resilience, and an unbreakable spirit. They understand that mastery comes from pushing through fear and failure until success becomes inevitable. Chapter 5. Strategic Thinking for Success. Strategic thinking is the foundation of long-term success, allowing individuals to move with precision, clarity, and intent rather than reacting impulsively or blindly chasing opportunities without direction. Those who master strategic thinking do not rely on luck or emotions. They analyze situations with logic, anticipate potential obstacles, and create detailed plans that maximize their chances of victory. They understand that success is not just about working hard, but about working smart, leveraging every action to create the greatest impact. Strategic thinkers do not waste energy on meaningless activities. They prioritize high-value tasks that bring them closer to their goals, cutting out distractions and inefficiencies. They think several moves ahead, anticipating challenges before they arise, and develop contingency plans to ensure that no setback can derail them. They do not allow short-term emotions to dictate their decisions. Instead, they operate with a clear vision, ensuring that every choice aligns with their long-term objectives. They study patterns, learn from past successes and failures, and refine their approach continuously, making them adaptable and resilient in any situation. Winners understand that every action they take has consequences, so they think critically, questioning assumptions, and ensuring that their decisions are always backed by logic and reason. They do not fall into the trap of instant gratification. They practice patience, knowing that real success requires calculated moves, deliberate effort, and a willingness to delay rewards for greater future gains. They develop the ability to analyze situations from multiple perspectives, identifying weaknesses and opportunities that others overlook. They sharpen their minds through constant learning, studying strategy in all areas of life: business, warfare, psychology, and negotiation, understanding that mastery of strategy gives them an undeniable edge over competitors. They are not easily manipulated or influenced because they have trained themselves to see beyond surface-level distractions, focusing on the bigger picture rather than getting caught up in temporary setbacks. They understand the importance of positioning, ensuring that they always operate from a place of strength rather than desperation. Winners do not waste time reacting to every problem emotionally. They pause, analyze, and execute a well-thought-out response that serves their long-term goals. They master the art of delayed gratification, resisting impulsive actions that may provide short-term pleasure but sabotage long-term success. They are always thinking ahead, ensuring that every move they make builds momentum toward their ultimate vision. They study their competition, identifying strengths and weaknesses, and use this knowledge to position themselves advantageously. They do not act recklessly. They weigh risks carefully, ensuring that every decision is calculated and aligned with their overall strategy. They avoid spreading themselves too thin, focusing their efforts on the areas where they can create the most significant impact. They track their progress, measuring results, and adjusting their strategy accordingly, knowing that flexibility and adaptability are key to long-term success. Winners are not driven by emotions or fleeting desires. They operate with discipline, ensuring that their actions are always intentional and productive. They seek wisdom from those who have already achieved success, learning from their experiences and integrating those lessons into their own approach. They do not leave their success to chance. They design their future through deliberate planning, execution, and continuous refinement. They anticipate problems before they happen, allowing them to stay ahead of the competition and navigate challenges with ease. They understand that knowledge alone is not enough. Real power comes from applying strategy effectively, making informed decisions, and executing with precision. They do not allow distractions to weaken their focus. They structure their lives in a way that supports their vision and eliminates unnecessary noise. They cultivate patience, understanding that true success is built through consistent, intelligent effort rather than impulsive, short-sighted actions. Winners think several steps ahead, positioning themselves in a way that ensures victory Before the competition even realizes the game has begun, they make decisions with confidence, knowing that their strategy has been carefully crafted, refined, and tested. They maintain a long-term mindset, refusing to be shaken by temporary failures or setbacks, because they know that success is a game of endurance, intelligence, and strategic execution. Chapter 6: The Power of Adaptability. Adaptability is the defining trait that separates those who thrive from those who struggle, allowing individuals to stay ahead in an unpredictable world where change is the only constant. It is the ability to shift perspectives, adjust strategies, and embrace uncertainty with confidence rather than fear. Those who master adaptability do not cling to the past, nor do they become paralyzed by unexpected circumstances. Instead, they view change as an opportunity to grow, innovate, and gain a competitive edge. They understand that rigidity leads to failure, because the world does not wait for anyone to catch up. Only those who evolve can continue progressing toward success. Winners train their minds to remain flexible, not in the sense of lacking discipline or structure, but in developing the awareness to recognize when a shift in approach is necessary. They are not stubbornly attached to a single way of thinking or operating. They are willing to experiment, adjust, and refine their actions based on new information. They do not waste time resisting change or wishing for things to remain the same. Instead, they focus on what they can control, taking proactive steps to align themselves with new realities. They anticipate shifts in the environment, market, and social landscape before they happen, positioning themselves to take advantage of emerging opportunities rather than being caught off guard. They are not reactionary, they are proactive, always staying ahead of trends, analyzing risks, and preparing for multiple possible outcomes. Winners do not see change as a threat, but as a tool, knowing that adaptability allows them to move through life with resilience and confidence. They do not panic when plans fall apart or when circumstances shift unexpectedly. They remain calm, assess the situation logically, and take decisive action that keeps them moving forward. They recognize that adaptability is not about passively going with the flow, but about actively shaping their path, even when conditions are uncertain. They do not allow setbacks, failures, or unexpected disruptions to shake their determination. They use these moments as lessons to refine their strategies and become even stronger. They embrace discomfort as a necessary part of growth, knowing that those who fear change will always be left behind. They understand that life is full of unexpected challenges, but rather than resisting them, they develop the ability to pivot, adjust, and remain effective no matter the circumstances. They do not dwell on problems, they focus on solutions, always asking themselves how they can turn obstacles into opportunities. They take responsibility for their own success, ensuring that external factors never have the power to dictate their outcomes. They do not wait for ideal conditions. They create progress in any situation by adapting quickly and intelligently. They develop an unshakable mindset that allows them to handle setbacks without losing momentum, because they know that success is about perseverance, innovation, and the ability to keep moving forward no matter what. They do not let fear of change hold them back. They embrace uncertainty with excitement, knowing that within every shift lies a hidden advantage waiting to be discovered. They train themselves to remain mentally flexible, never allowing outdated beliefs, habits, or methods to slow them down. They continuously seek new knowledge, skills, and insights that can help them stay relevant and ahead of the curve. They understand that adaptability is a skill that can be strengthened through practice, so they constantly challenge themselves to think differently, problem solve creatively, and respond to new situations with confidence. They are not afraid to abandon old strategies that no longer work. They pivot quickly, adjusting their approach to align with changing circumstances. They do not let their egos prevent them from learning, growing, or admitting when a new direction is needed. They remain humble yet confident, knowing that true strength comes from being able to adjust without losing focus on their ultimate goals. They thrive under pressure, because they have conditioned themselves to remain composed and solution-oriented in any situation. They do not view uncertainty as a roadblock, but as a natural part of the journey, understanding that those who fear change will always remain stuck, while those who embrace it will continue to rise. They do not get attached to specific outcomes or rigid expectations. Instead, they stay open to multiple possibilities, always ready to seize new opportunities as they arise. They develop a mindset that allows them to remain steady even in chaotic situations, making smart, calculated decisions that keep them progressing regardless of external challenges. They train themselves to think ahead, predicting obstacles before they happen and preparing themselves to pivot with precision. They do not make excuses for why things are difficult or unfair. They take control of their actions and ensure they remain adaptable in any environment. They resist the urge to complain about circumstances they cannot change. Instead, they focus on making the necessary adjustments that will keep them moving forward. Winners understand that life will always present unforeseen challenges, but they refuse to be thrown off course by things they cannot control. They develop the ability to adapt quickly and seamlessly, ensuring that they always maintain momentum even in the face of setbacks. They do not allow uncertainty to make them hesitate. They trust in their ability to navigate any situation, adjusting as needed while staying committed to their vision. They are always looking for ways to improve, refine, and optimize their approach so that they can remain at the top of their game. They do not resist growth, they pursue it relentlessly, knowing that adaptability is the secret weapon that keeps them ahead of everyone else. They do not become attached to methods, techniques, or systems that no longer serve them. They are always willing to evolve in order to stay effective. They do not fear being wrong or making mistakes. They welcome every experience as an opportunity to learn, improve, and strengthen their ability to adapt. They are not rigid in their thinking, nor do they cling to a single way of doing things. They are flexible, open-minded, and ready to shift gears at a moment's notice. They build their adaptability like a muscle, constantly testing their ability to adjust, innovate, and move forward no matter the circumstances. They do not let failure define them. They use every setback as a stepping stone to something greater, always refining their strategy based on what they have learned. They do not allow fear to paralyze them when faced with uncertainty. Instead, they take bold action, trusting in their ability to navigate any challenge that comes their way. They do not see change as an inconvenience. They see it as an opportunity for reinvention, allowing them to continually evolve into the strongest, smartest, and most effective version of themselves. They do not waste time resisting the inevitable. They embrace reality and use their adaptability to turn every situation into an advantage. They do not hold on to outdated beliefs or methods out of stubbornness. They constantly evaluate their approach, ensuring that they are always using the most effective strategies. They do not let external circumstances dictate their level of success. They take full responsibility for their growth, making adjustments as needed to keep themselves on the path to greatness. Winners understand that adaptability is not just a skill, but a mindset that allows them to dominate in any field, overcome any obstacle, and achieve success no matter what challenges arise. Chapter 7: Mastering Social Intelligence. Mastering social intelligence is the key to navigating human interactions with precision, influence, and success, allowing individuals to connect deeply, read situations accurately, and build powerful relationships that open doors to endless opportunities. Those who master social intelligence understand that success is not just about knowledge or skills, but about the ability to communicate effectively, persuade others, and build trust. They do not approach conversations blindly. They are highly attuned to the emotions, motives, and unspoken messages of others, allowing them to respond in ways that create connection and respect. They understand that people are driven by emotions more than logic, so they develop the ability to make others feel valued, heard, and understood. They do not speak simply to express themselves. They speak with intent, ensuring that their words influence, inspire, and create positive outcomes. They are experts in body language, tone of voice, and subtle cues that reveal what others are truly thinking, even when they do not say it outright. They know how to read energy, instantly sensing the mood of a room and adjusting their approach to fit the situation. They do not force conversations or relationships. They guide them naturally, making others feel comfortable and engaged. They develop a deep understanding of human psychology, knowing how to appeal to people's desires, fears, and aspirations in ways that make them more persuasive and impactful. They do not try to dominate conversations. They listen more than they speak, allowing them to gather valuable information that gives them the upper hand in negotiations, networking, and personal interactions. They know that trust is the foundation of influence, so they cultivate authenticity, integrity, and reliability, ensuring that people feel safe and confident in their presence. They are highly adaptable in social settings, effortlessly shifting between different communication styles to connect with people from all backgrounds and personalities. They do not let emotions cloud their judgment. They remain composed, emotionally intelligent, and strategic in their interactions, ensuring that they always maintain control of any social dynamic. They recognize that true power comes not from manipulation, but from genuine connection, understanding that people naturally gravitate toward those who make them feel important and respected. They master the art of mirroring, subtly matching the energy, tone, and body language of those they interact with to create a sense of familiarity and rapport. They are not easily offended or reactive. They remain unshaken in the face of criticism, disagreement, or confrontation, choosing instead to respond with grace, wisdom, and calculated precision. They do not waste time arguing or trying to prove themselves. They know that influence is about guiding others, not forcing them to agree. They understand the power of silence, using pauses and controlled speech to create intrigue, authority, and impact in conversations. They recognize that relationships are the true currency of success, so they invest in building strong networks of allies, mentors, and supporters who elevate them to new heights. They do not approach social interactions with selfish motives. They give value, understanding that the more they contribute, the more influence they naturally gain. They do not underestimate the power of empathy, knowing that the ability to genuinely understand and relate to others makes them irresistible in both business and personal relationships. They cultivate the ability to handle difficult people with ease, never allowing negativity or toxic behavior to derail their composure. They do not engage in gossip, drama, or unnecessary conflicts. They rise above petty distractions, keeping their focus on meaningful connections that serve their greater purpose. They are experts in negotiation, always knowing how to position their words and offers in ways that benefit both parties, ensuring that they get what they want without creating resistance. They understand that every interaction is an opportunity to learn, grow, and refine their ability to influence. So they remain students of human behavior, constantly studying, analyzing, and improving their communication skills. They do not let fear hold them back in social situations. They approach people with confidence, knowing that the ability to connect, persuade, and lead is one of the most powerful assets they can possess. They are not controlled by their egos. They remain humble, adaptable, and willing to adjust their approach based on the needs of the situation. They do not view social intelligence as mere charm or small talk. They see it as a strategic tool that allows them to build alliances, gain trust, and position themselves for success in any environment. They develop the ability to inspire loyalty, making people feel drawn to them in ways that create lasting influence. They recognize that leadership is rooted in social intelligence, so they continuously refine their ability to communicate, motivate, and lead with confidence and clarity. They do not force connections. They create environments where people naturally want to follow, support, and align with them. They study the psychology of persuasion, influence, and human behavior, ensuring that they always have the upper hand in any interaction. They do not allow insecurities to dictate how they engage with others. They exude confidence, poise, and the ability to command attention effortlessly. They do not fear rejection or social failure. They embrace every interaction as an opportunity to sharpen their skills and become even more effective in their communication. They understand that social intelligence is not about being the loudest voice in the room, but about being the most strategic, intentional, and impactful presence. They know that people remember how they make them feel more than what they say, so they master the art of leaving a lasting positive impression. They do not let negative emotions dictate their reactions. They practice self-control, ensuring that they always respond with wisdom rather than impulsivity. They recognize that every person they meet could be a doorway to new opportunities, so they treat every interaction with purpose and intention. They do not rely solely on words to communicate. They master the power of presence, using their energy, eye contact, and demeanor to establish authority and respect without saying a word. They cultivate an unshakable social presence, ensuring that they always command attention, respect, and admiration in any room they enter. They do not chase validation or approval. They create an undeniable aura of confidence and value that naturally draws others to them. They never stop improving their ability to connect, influence, and lead, knowing that social intelligence is the secret weapon that allows them to win in every area of life. Chapter 8. The Science of Peak Performance. Peak performance is the ultimate state of human potential, where the mind and body operate at their highest capacity, allowing individuals to achieve extraordinary results with precision, efficiency, and endurance. Those who master peak performance do not rely on motivation alone. They develop systems, habits, and mental frameworks that allow them to consistently operate at their best regardless of circumstances. They understand that energy management is more important than time management, ensuring that they optimize their sleep, nutrition, and exercise to maintain high levels of focus, stamina, and mental clarity. They do not allow distractions, laziness, or inconsistency to sabotage their progress. They build unshakable discipline and a razor-sharp ability to concentrate on high-impact tasks without wasting energy on unnecessary activities. They train their minds to enter a state of flow, where actions become effortless, creativity surges, and productivity skyrockets, allowing them to accomplish more in a few hours than most people do in an entire day. They do not operate on autopilot. They intentionally structure their days around their most productive hours, ensuring that their peak energy levels are dedicated to their most important work. They do not waste time on low-value tasks or engage in habits that drain their mental and physical resources. They streamline their routines, eliminating inefficiencies and optimizing their environment for peak focus and performance. They train their nervous system to handle high-pressure situations with ease, developing the ability to remain calm, focused, and confident even under extreme stress. They do not let fear, doubt, or procrastination interfere with their momentum. They build an unstoppable mindset that allows them to push forward even when things get difficult. They understand that peak performance is a science, not luck, so they analyze, measure, and refine their habits, ensuring that every aspect of their lifestyle is aligned with maximum efficiency and success. They do not allow burnout to derail their progress. They balance intense effort with strategic recovery, using techniques like meditation, visualization, and deliberate rest to recharge their mental and physical energy. They do not fall into the trap of working harder without working smarter. They optimize their cognitive functions through techniques like deep work, focused breathing, and proper hydration to sustain peak mental performance throughout the day. They develop a mindset of continuous improvement, always looking for ways to refine their skills, increase their efficiency, and expand their capacity for success. They do not let external distractions dictate their focus. They cultivate an unbreakable level of concentration that allows them to immerse themselves fully in their work, maximizing output with minimal wasted effort. They do not tolerate mediocrity in any area of their lives. They demand excellence from themselves, setting high standards and holding themselves accountable to their goals. They understand that peak performance is not about working non-stop, but about working with precision, ensuring that every action moves them closer to mastery and success. They cultivate mental resilience, training themselves to maintain motivation and clarity, even in the face of setbacks, failures, or external pressures. They do not view obstacles as limitations. They see them as opportunities to test their endurance, sharpen their problem-solving skills, and refine their strategic approach. They develop the ability to sustain high energy levels throughout the day by managing their nutrition, hydration, and exercise, ensuring that their bodies support their ambitious goals rather than hinder them. They do not let emotional fluctuations disrupt their productivity. They train their minds to remain steady, composed, and relentless in the pursuit of their objectives. They understand the power of momentum, ensuring that they maintain consistency in their work habits, never allowing laziness or excuses to slow them down. They do not rely on willpower alone. They design their environment, routines, and daily rituals to make high performance automatic, eliminating friction between their goals and their actions. They master the art of peak focus, using techniques like time blocking, distraction elimination, and deep work sessions to ensure that every hour they spend working is maximally productive. They do not waste time engaging in activities that do not contribute to their progress. They ruthlessly prioritize their goals, ensuring that their energy is invested in tasks that generate the greatest impact. They optimize their sleep patterns, ensuring that they get deep, restorative rest that allows their bodies and minds to recover and prepare for the next day of high performance. They develop the ability to push past mental and physical limits, training themselves to embrace discomfort and use it as fuel for growth. They do not let negative thoughts or self-doubt weaken their performance. They cultivate a mindset of unshakable confidence, reinforcing their belief in their own abilities through affirmations, visualization, and deliberate self-mastery. They engineer their days to maximize efficiency, ensuring that every decision they make is aligned with their long-term vision of success. They do not allow distractions, fatigue, or mental fog to slow them down. They optimize their brain function through techniques like nootropic supplementation, breathwork, and cognitive training exercises to maintain peak alertness and mental agility. They understand that peak performance is a lifelong commitment, so they remain dedicated to refining their systems, upgrading their knowledge, and pushing the boundaries of what they are capable of achieving. They develop an elite mindset that allows them to maintain consistency and drive, ensuring that they always operate at the highest level of excellence. They do not succumb to temporary setbacks or moments of weakness. They reinforce their resilience, ensuring that they can sustain high performance even in the face of adversity. They do not let external circumstances dictate their output. They take full ownership of their energy, focus, and results, ensuring that they remain in control of their success at all times. They do not make excuses for why they cannot perform at their best. They take responsibility for optimizing every aspect of their mental, physical, and emotional well-being to sustain peak efficiency. They cultivate an intense level of self-awareness, tracking their progress, analyzing their strengths and weaknesses, and continuously refining their strategies for greater effectiveness. They do not see peak performance as an occasional state, but as a way of life, ensuring that they always push beyond limits, expand their capabilities, and maximize their impact in everything they do. Conclusion: winning in every aspect of life is not a singular event or a stroke of luck, but a continuous, deliberate process that requires mastering every element of one's mindset, actions, and environment to create a self-sustaining cycle of success. Those who achieve mastery understand that winning is a science, an art, and a philosophy, one that must be embedded in every thought, decision, and behavior to produce long-term, undeniable results. They recognize that while external factors may sometimes play a role, ultimate control always lies within, and the most powerful weapon they possess is their ability to take full responsibility for their actions, reactions, and outcomes. They know that success is not granted. It is earned through daily disciplines, calculated sacrifices, and an unshakable commitment to their vision. They do not merely hope for greatness, they engineer it by developing the right habits, eliminating inefficiencies, and optimizing their mental, physical, and emotional energy for peak performance. They have mastered the balance between strategy and execution, ensuring that every move they make is intentional, aligned with their long-term goals, and designed to create leverage that multiplies their results exponentially. They do not waste time on distractions, trivial pursuits, or anything that does not serve their higher purpose. Every action is filtered through the lens of progress, ensuring that nothing slows them down or dilutes their focus. They embrace the power of deep work, understanding that true breakthroughs and mastery require intense concentration, deliberate practice, and a relentless pursuit of improvement that most people are unwilling to commit to. They are not swayed by temporary setbacks, failures, or obstacles. Instead, they view every challenge as a test of their resilience, adaptability, and problem-solving abilities, refining themselves in the process. They understand that the ability to win is not an inherited trait, but a cultivated skill that can be strengthened through repetition, refinement, and intelligent strategy. They have mastered the inner game, ensuring that their self-talk, beliefs, and thought patterns are wired for confidence, certainty, and the ability to thrive under pressure. They do not let emotions dictate their actions. They remain in control, harnessing emotional intelligence to turn frustration into fuel, fear into focus, and adversity into an advantage. They optimize their biological and neurological states, ensuring that their brains and bodies operate at peak efficiency through superior nutrition, strategic rest, intentional movement, and cognitive enhancement techniques. They have an advanced understanding of human psychology, allowing them to navigate social dynamics, influence others effectively, and build alliances that propel them toward their objectives. They do not waste energy on meaningless competition or short-term wins. Instead, they play the long game, making moves that set them up for sustained dominance rather than fleeting victories. They recognize that winning is not about reaching a final destination, but about constantly evolving, pushing limits, and breaking through every ceiling that attempts to contain them. They continuously seek out knowledge, refining their craft, upgrading their skills, and staying ahead of the curve in every field they engage in. They know that complacency is the enemy of greatness, so they actively resist comfort, constantly seeking discomfort, growth, and new challenges that force them to expand their capabilities. They are not easily shaken by criticism, rejection, or opposition. They embrace resistance as a necessary component of strength building, using it to sharpen their willpower and refine their approach. They do not view failure as an endpoint, but as essential data, a roadmap revealing weaknesses to be corrected and strategies to be improved. They understand the power of identity, ensuring that they do not just act like winners, but fully embody the mindset, behaviors, and presence of someone who is destined to succeed. They do not seek validation from others, nor do they allow external opinions to dictate their trajectory. They are self-driven, fueled by an internal compass that keeps them locked onto their mission regardless of circumstances. They master time, ensuring that every second of their day is utilized effectively, eliminating inefficiencies, automating low-value tasks, and directing their attention toward the highest leverage activities. They understand that true success is not about working harder, but about working smarter, applying leverage, delegation, and intelligent effort to achieve maximum results with minimum wasted effort. They develop an elite level of adaptability, ensuring that they can pivot, innovate, and capitalize on emerging opportunities before anyone else even recognizes them. They do not allow comfort to weaken their edge. They consistently challenge themselves, setting higher standards, pushing their limits, and continuously expanding their capacity to perform at greater levels. They do not wait for the right moment. They create it by taking immediate, decisive action, understanding that hesitation and overthinking are the enemies of momentum. They cultivate mental toughness, ensuring that they can endure pressure, uncertainty, and high-stakes situations without losing their composure or confidence. They understand that consistency is the secret weapon of all champions, and they refuse to break their routines, slack off, or lower their standards regardless of external circumstances. They develop a mastery of influence, understanding that the ability to persuade, inspire, and lead others is just as critical to success as individual skill and effort. They recognize that relationships are one of the most valuable assets they can cultivate, so they strategically build powerful networks, alliances, and partnerships that amplify their influence and open doors to new opportunities. They do not chase money, status, or temporary success. They focus on mastery, knowing that wealth, respect, and recognition naturally follow those who become the best in their field. They do not allow ego to blind them. They remain humble, always learning, always improving, and always looking for ways to refine their execution. They do not rely on motivation, which is fleeting. They build systems, structures, and personal accountability mechanisms that ensure success happens automatically. They understand that winning is not an external event, but an internal state, one that must be cultivated daily, reinforced through action, and protected from complacency. They do not let the opinions, judgments, or negativity of others deter them from their path. They remain unwavering, locked into their mission with an unbreakable level of conviction. They see beyond short-term gratification, delaying pleasure and sacrificing comfort today for the sake of long-term, sustainable success. They master self-awareness, continuously analyzing their strengths, weaknesses, and patterns to optimize their approach for maximum effectiveness. They refuse to be controlled by circumstances, understanding that winners do not react to life, they dictate it. They do not rely on luck, hoping for success to find them. They force success to happen through relentless execution, strategic thinking, and an unshakable belief in their ability to control their destiny. They develop a relentless hunger for greatness, ensuring that they never stagnate, never become satisfied with mediocrity, and never stop striving for the highest levels of achievement. They recognize that winning is not something that happens occasionally or by accident. It is a way of life, a mindset, and a continuous pursuit of self-mastery that allows them to dominate in every area they choose to excel in.